Lovers of truth, let's look at what pride actually is. Pride is one of the most destructive forces inside the human condition because it blinds a person from seeing themselves honestly. The danger of pride is not simply arrogance on the outside. Many proud people appear intellectual, disciplined, spiritual, humble in speech, or deeply religious, yet underneath there is still an attachment to self that refuses to surrender completely to truth. Pride protects the image a person has created about themselves and fights against anything that threatens that image. That is why pride is so dangerous. It can disguise itself as wisdom, morality, knowledge, tradition, or even good intentions while quietly feeding the false self underneath. The test of pride is simple. Observe what rises inside of you when you are corrected, challenged, overlooked, disagreed with, or exposed. Pride immediately begins defending itself. It searches for excuses, justification, comparison, blame, or superiority in order to preserve the image it has built. Humility, however, becomes honest. Humility is willing to stop and ask, what if the problem is inside of me? You see, pride struggles to do that because the false self survives through self-preservation. The proud person does not realize how much energy is spent defending reputation, proving worth, maintaining control, or needing to feel right. Pride cannot rest because it is terrified of exposure. That is why it becomes defensive, argumentative, jealous, insecure, offended, and controlling. Instead of receiving correction, it resists it. Instead of listening, it prepares its defense. Instead of learning, it seeks validation. Pride would rather protect the ego than be transformed by the truth. This is why pride separates people from God. Pride says, I will define truth for myself. I will preserve my own identity. Yet the deeper a person falls into pride, the more disconnected they become from peace and humility and love. Pride turns relationships into battles and faith into performance. Even outwardly good actions can secretly become self-glorification inwardly. But the frightening part is that pride is often hardest to see in ourselves. Pride convinces us that we already see clear while quietly hardening the heart. Humility finally stops defending the false self and becomes honest before God. It recognizes that apart from Him, we can produce nothing truly good. Pride eventually destroys everything it touches because the self was never meant to sit on the throne. Freedom begins when a person stops worshiping themselves and finally surrenders to the truth. This is 12x Truth. Have a blessed day. Please like, share, and subscribe.